In a year already defined by record-breaking storms, Hurricane Melissa has emerged as the most catastrophic threat Jamaica has seen in decades. What began as a distant tropical wave rapidly intensified into a Category 5 monster with sustained winds reaching up to 185 miles per hour. The storm brought a massive surge between 12 and 13 feet along Jamaica's southern coast and dumped nearly 40 inches of rain across the mountainous interior. For millions living across Jamaica's southwestern and interior parishes, the next 24 hours would determine the fate of their homes, their communities, and even their lives. Major airports have shut down, grocery shelves stand empty, and critical highways are already submerged. Rescue teams are stretched thin as flash flooding, landslides, and widespread blackouts sweep across the island.
This is outside. I'm looking outside in my house, looking outside. And there are no rivers, anything like that near to me.
Meteorologists warn that this is a worst-case scenario, a hurricane strong enough to reshape coastlines, smash infrastructure, and leave tens of thousands without power for weeks.
Why side you see that? Yo! Wanna see that my side?
When Melissa finally made landfall near New Hope in the parish of Westmoreland, the island was already under siege. Winds, screaming over 150 miles per hour, ripped through rooftops, snapped utility poles like matchsticks, and hurled debris across streets turned into rivers. By the time of landfall, more than 500,000 Jamaicans were without power. Neighborhoods along the coast watched helplessly as the storm surge swallowed vehicles, flooded first floors, and pushed fishing boats deep into residential districts. Inland, in parishes such as St. Elizabeth and Clarendon, schools and community halls served as last hope shelters while roads were washed out and landslides threw entire homes off their foundations. In Kingston, Sirens echoed through darkened avenues as families sheltered in interior hallways, clutching blankets and flashlights. Firefighters and rescue teams attempted to reach trapped residents, but fallen trees, flooded roads, and collapsed bridges made access nearly impossible. The Blue Mountains, normally a peaceful escape, turned into a torrent-lashed region as up to 40 inches of rain carved deep scars across the slopes. Meteorologists say Hurricane Melissa's rapid intensification was fueled by abnormally warm sea surface temperatures, nearly 88 degrees Fahrenheit, combined with minimal wind shear, a textbook case of a storm supercharged by climate change. As Melissa slowed to a crawl across Jamaica, its hovering rain bands poured like a fire hose onto drainage systems that were simply overwhelmed. Infrastructure built for past storms rapidly failed under the pressure of this one. In its wake, Jamaica now faces a recovery of daunting scale. More than 15,000 people are in emergency shelters, and over 1.5 million have been directly affected. The Prime Minister has declared the entire island a disaster zone, mobilizing troops, rescue vehicles, and international aid to begin the long task of rebuilding. Roads remain impassable, power grids are down, and hospitals face critical shortages as fuel and supplies slowly trickle in. Yet amid the devastation, stories of resilience are emerging. Local volunteers, fishermen, and youth groups have formed human chains to help neighbors trapped by the water. Community shelters distribute bottled water, food, and blankets. In one small parish, a farmer looked out over his flooded field and said, "The storm didn't just take the harvest, it took our future." Still, the people clean the mud, repair their roofs, and prepare for what comes next.
তবে ভয়াবহ এই প্রাকৃতিক বিপর্যয়ের ক্ষয়ক্ষতি এখনো পূর্ণভাবে নিরূপণ করা সম্ভব হয়নি। ঝুমা মৃধা, বৈশাখী সংবাদ।
As the skies finally clear over Jamaica, the question isn't if another storm will strike, but when. And when it does, will the world's coastlines and our infrastructure be ready? If this story moved you, like, share, and subscribe to stay informed on global natural disasters and how they're changing in a warming world. Because understanding nature's fury is the first step toward surviving it.